So this chapter of The Promised Neverland was alright. It was alright. It was mainly just set up for what's going to transpire later down the line, especially when it comes to the next chapter. But for the most part, this chapter was really mellow, I would say. Not a whole lot happened. It was just basically set up. So what actually happened in this chapter? We see that Emma, Ray, and of course Norman are really thinking about how they are actually going to go about this plan. In the last chapter, Emma and Ray came up with the idea that maybe they should have Norman just escape from the facility. But the thing is, from the last chapter that we saw, if Norman were to do this, it would cost the lives of Emma and Ray, and most likely every other children in the facility. However, they say that we're not really going to let you try to escape, but you are going to pretend to escape. So Emma and Ray try to come up with various other ideas on how exactly they can help Norman try to escape from the facility, but not actually escaping from it. It's just a pretend escape. And they actually planned this out quite well, saying that Ray will do his very best in order to disable the trackers, this, that, and what have you, in order to make this escape succeed. But Norman, at the same time, while he thinks that, despite the fact that his friends are coming up with these plans that could possibly work, he ends up saying that, you know what, I don't really think this will actually work, just for the sole purpose that if it doesn't, you guys will end up getting killed. So I have to be the one that is actually going to have to accept this, because I do not want to lose everything close to me, which is Emma and Ray. Now, the thing is that if Norman's ship date does not go into fruition, Ray would possibly be the next victim to actually get shipped out of the facility if Norman does not happen to work. So even if they bring this plan about, again, if they try to go with the escape with Norman, the thing is that if they find out that Norman is not actually escaped from the facility, and the demons need another subject, so to speak, they're going to have to take Ray, because he's the most likely subject that Mama would have to actually put out for the demons, and rather focus on Ray. But to avoid this, they need to come up with another method, and that is when we see that Emma comes up with this brand spanking new idea, into which she says, Ray, how about you actually break your leg? Because the thing is that with Emma's broken leg, she is incredibly low to actually get shipped out, because the demons need their, produce in tip-top condition. They are valuable to the demons. They need their subjects in tip-top shape. And as of right now, Emma is not in tip-top shape because of the fact that she has a broken leg. So if Ray were to do the same thing, him actually getting out of the facility will also be incredibly low as well. So before the plan actually springs out in action, Emma and Ray are going to have to break their limbs in order to, stay put in the facility as long as they can, until they can come up with a more grand plan before Norman's shipment dates. Emma is already out of commission as it is because she has a broken leg. Ray, it looks like, is actually going to try to break his arm, and even Norman says, just with a broken limb, that doesn't guarantee that you guys won't be shipped out. It doesn't guarantee that you guys will survive. And Emma's like, well, if that's the case, then we're going to get sick as well. And, getting sick would actually be a lot worse for the demons because, a flu, a virus can be spreading out in the body that could actually infect the demons and whatnot. So, not only a broken limb, but also the possibility of getting sick. However they are going to do that, whether they have to eat specific foods, mix it all up and what have you, just trying to do their very best in order to actually make their bodies, very warily and ill. So, I mean, it seems that they are actually willing to go all the way out in order to protect Norman, and that's what we see. They say, death was never a part of our plans. We will not make this happen. I mean, even the title is called "We Will Not Let You Die," and even the front cover, the cover page of this chapter says, "When captured, even birds can forget how to fly," and it shows Norman on the cover filled with all these birds flying through the sky, and I really like that. I really did, because it just shows you in this chapter what Norman's mentality, is like. How he does not think he will actually be able to survive this. He even tried to think about numerous ways in the last chapter how he can actually escape from this, but eventually he learned to accept his fate in order to protect his friends. However, his friends are basically uplifting his spirits, saying that we won't let you die because we know that you do not want to die. Death was never a part of our plan. We will make this plan go into fruition altogether. We will survive this as a team. Now, what's really interesting about the last part of this chapter is Norman actually tells Ray, "Hey, you know what? Whatever happened to the secret of this facility? It seems like you know the secret of this facility, Ray. I know I've asked you this before, but can you tell me, actually what's going on here? We need to know." And Ray is like, "Oh, that." And we see this little flashback with Emma, Ray, and Norman as little kids at the front gate of the prison. And then you see a little panel with young Ray looking down the hallway with gleaming eyes. And then you have the words come up saying, "I already knew. I already knew the secret." And at the bottom, left-hand corner of the page, right then and there where the chapter stops, it says, "The big reveal is about to start." Or the reveal will end up being revealed in the next chapter or so. So, definitely is looking very interesting. As to what the secret behind actually getting out of the prison, the facility will be like, I'm very interested to see how that is all going to play out. But definitely, things are actually building up. The tension is great so far. I'm very interested to see, where, the Promised Neverland is really going to go. I mean, like I stated before, it's probably going to be 30 plus chapters until we actually see these kids actually get out of the prison. But then what will happen there? Will they ever get out of the prison? If they do get out of the prison, how will the manga change? I'm very interested to find out what's going to go about that. But the secret behind the imprisonment, where they are located at, I'm very interested to see what Ray has up his sleeve. What exactly is the secret that he has? Why, as a kid, he was looking down the hallway, and what he already figured out about the prison and how to escape. So we're going to have to see how that actually plays out in the next chapter or so. And the secret that he does have planned, he's eventually going to tell, Emma and Ray about it. And this will also aid them in the plan that they are already making already in order to pretend like Norman is going to escape. So definitely going to see a big plan actually take place in the next chapter or so. So I'm definitely looking forward to that. Definitely let me know your thoughts in the comments down below as to what you thought about this chapter of The Promised Neverland. I really do want to hear your overall thoughts because so far, stuff is really building up and it's getting intense. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Be sure to subscribe if you are new to this channel and you want to see more reviews from me. And of course, if you like this video, definitely drop a like. It always helps out the channel. But yeah, thank you very much for watching, and I will catch you all in the next one.